Good morning once again. We had studied about rickets, and what did we study? We studied that to avoid this deficiency disease, we need to have calcium rich food, and also we need vitamin D in our diet. Both of these are required in order to avoid this disease, deficiency disease, which is called as rickets. And what were the symptoms? Symptoms means lakshan. How is it characterized? The symptoms were that the bones become weak, they become bow shaped, and there is not proper growth of teeth. So calcium rich foods, I had already explained, you get it from milk. So now today we will be studying about another deficiency, some more deficiency diseases. And the next one that we study is, now let's just study about what happens if your food is not rich in, if you're not consuming iodine. Okay, now we'll be studying about what happens if you have deficiency of this particular mineral in your diet. Now, if you don't have this iodine in your diet, you will get a deficiency disease which is called as goiter. What do you get? The name of the disease is goiter. This is the deficiency disease and you get goiter. Name of disease goiter. It happens due to the lack of this mineral which is iodine in your diet. And what are the symptoms? What are the symptoms? Symptoms means how is it characterized? Your neck becomes, anyone he or she who is not having iodine in his diet, the neck is swollen. Okay? The neck becomes swollen. The neck is swollen. That means if a person's neck is swollen, that means he or she might be having goiter. And in order to avoid this, what a person needs to do, he needs to include iodine in his diet. Now if I talk of source, what are the sources through which we get this iodine in our diet? Well, we get it from iodized salt. You all have consumed iodized salt, है ना? So this iodized salt which we have in our homes is the best source of consuming iodine. Okay, and seafood also. Seafood is also rich in iodine. Okay, now that doesn't mean that we consume too much of salt. We need minerals in a very small quantity, in the right amount. But you should consume iodized salt. Otherwise, what do we get? We get goiter. And what is the symptom? The symptom is that the neck is swollen. So this was about goiter. Okay. Now third mineral. Now third deficiency disease. Let's talk about the next one. Next is, let me rub the board and then we'll talk about the next one. Okay, let's just rub it. Okay. Now the next is the third one. The third one is deficiency of iron. Now iron is also very important. This you must have heard of also. है ना? This mineral iron, this is extremely important in our diet. Now if you don't, what happens if you don't consume this iron? If your diet is lacking in iron, then your hemoglobin will be less. Okay, what I mean by this? I mean that iron mineral, it is necessary for making hemoglobin present in our blood. Hemoglobin, Hemoglobin. Now what is this hemoglobin? What is the function of this? Is the board clear?